We're back with Arkham Horror. The Dream Warriors continue.
Oh my god.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Wendy.
And we're Elevation Games, and we are joined as always for our Arkham Horror playthroughs by my brother, Daniel.
Hey.
When we last left our intrepid adventurers, they were in the dreaming world. And now we are about to transition to the waking world.
Yeah.
So we'll scooch in here and see where we are. Okay. All right. We are at scenario 1B, The Waking Nightmare. As a quick reminder for everyone, we have two groups of investigators. One group that is asleep, adventuring in the dreaming world, and in this group, this is going to be our introduction to them in the waking world. In fact, why don't we go around and introduce our characters before I dig into this?
Okay.
You want to go first?
Sure. I'll start us off. I am playing Mandy Thompson, the researcher, seeker. She's built with a heavy mystic hand as well.
Okay. Daniel, you want to go?
Sure. I am Tommy Muldoon, the rookie cop. He is a pretty green cop. He is a guardian, and his special ability is when an asset you control is defeated, gain X resources, where X is the total amount of damage and horror on that asset. So he is a resource guy.
Is he a traffic cop?
Probably. He's on a motorcycle. It's a pretty cool motorcycle, if I do say so myself.
I am playing Patrice Hathaway, which our dog Herc objects to. The violinist. She is a performer and she is cursed. Her special power is that her maximum hand limit is reduced by 3, but during each upkeep phase, instead of drawing one card, she discards everything and draws a completely new hand. Which is going to be interesting to play with. She's a survivor. All her life, Patrice has lived for music. The soaring sonatas, the graceful arias, and the booming marches have always been her closest companions. But sometimes when she plays, she can sense some alien intelligence at the edge of her awareness. Something that watches her and waits, something that hungers. The presence has been growing over the last month, and her increasing nervousness is starting to spoil her ability to play the violin. That's not something she can tolerate. After her last concert at the Ward Theater in Arkham, she finally decided to take action. So, as I said, these are our awake carriers, or awake characters for the Waking Nightmare scenario. And this...
That sounds fun.
Yes, this should wrap up our intro scenario for the Dream Eaters here before we move on to the many other scenarios we have to go through for this one, as we are playing two parties, effectively. So, it has been more than 24 hours since your companions fell asleep. Over the course of the past day, your curiosity has slowly turned to concern and then dread. The problems began when one of your friends started to toss and turn violently in their sleep. You snapped to attention and tried to shake them awake, but it was to no avail. You tried everything. Physical contact was no use, and water did nothing but soak their clothes and bed fruitlessly. Even opening their eyelids did not wake them, and in the process you noticed that their pupils had fully dilated and their eyes were glazed over with a milky white fog. You have no idea what this could mean for your friends. Have they managed to find their way to the land Virgil Gray described in his writings? Or has something more sinister taken root within their minds and bodies? Just to be safe, you decide to take your companions to St. Mary's Hospital. If something ails them physically, perhaps the doctors there can discern what is wrong. Otherwise, you will simply have to watch over them and hope that they return safely to the waking world. St. Mary's is the only hospital in the town of Arkham, and it is a fixture of its uptown neighborhood. You explain the situation to Nurse Greenberg, the head nurse at the hospital, who instructs several other nurses to carry your companions into the emergency ward on stretchers. She tells you with a warm, friendly smile that your friends will be examined by Dr. Maheswaran. I'm probably butchering that last name, but that's the best I got, folks. But other than that, you are left entirely in the dark. Hours pass. You hear nothing about the status of your companions. You still have not met with Dr. Maheswaran, and you're starting to grow impatient. You feel something crawling along your arm, and you instinctively brush it away, then wonder if it was an insect or a figment of your imagination. You begin to question whether bringing your friends here was the right choice after all. Eventually, you decide to take matters into your own hands. It is late at night, and the receptionist who instructed you to stay in the waiting room is nowhere to be seen. In fact, there are eerily few people roaming the halls of the hospital. With nobody to stop you, you sneak off into the emergency ward to find your friends. It does not take long for you to find their room. Your companions lie asleep on clean white cots, their sleep anything but peaceful. They are pale-faced and sweaty. One of them tosses and turns in their sleep, their brow furrowed with pain or worry. Dr. Maheswaran does not seem surprised by your intrusion. Shivani Maheswaran, she introduces herself coldly without looking up from her clipboard. You're the ones who brought them in, right? Before you ask, no, I've never seen anything like this before in my life, she says with a hint of dry impatience. You demand that she tell you everything she knows about their condition and not give you the runaround. With a sigh, she puts her clipboard down and addresses you frankly. Listen, I may be new to Arkham, but I have seen enough inexplicable maladies in this town to fill entire careers in medicine. I understand why you are concerned. Your friends, she struggles to find the right words. They are not simply asleep. It is as if they were hovering somewhere between sleep and unconsciousness or even death. They are not aware of anything happening around them, but appear to be reacting to some kind of internal stimuli. Without hesitation, you ask if they are dreaming. Dreaming? Dr. Maheswaran replies. It is unlikely, though it might account for their mannerisms. Honestly, I know this is not exactly reassuring. None of this makes any sense to me, medically speaking. Just then you see a large, hairy spider crawling on the chest of one of your friends. Well, that is odd. Dr. Maheswaran brushes the spider off, and several more emerge from the sheets to take its place. You and the doctor both take several steps back out of pure instinct. You hear heavy footsteps in the hallway outside the emergency ward, and then lights begin to flicker. Okay, that is more than simply odd. What in the world is going on out there? Dr. Maheswaran asks anxiously. For just a moment, you think you hear one of your sleeping companions whisper something. Are they indeed dreaming? And if so, what does their condition have to do with these strange events? The investigators must decide.
I feel like this should come with like an arachnophobia trigger warning.
Well, yes, this entire campaign is going to involve spiders pretty heavily, I believe.
And groggy dogs.
Choose one. Convince Dr. Maheswaran to come with you while you investigate for her safety and yours. Convince Dr. Maheswaran to stay with the patients and keep them safe while you investigate. What do y'all think?
I think my guy would be like typical cop fashion, like, you stay there, I'm gonna go check this out.
Okay, so we want her to stay.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that, yeah. Okay.
There doesn't seem to be a clear right answer here, so yes, of course, their safety is paramount, but do come back and tell me what is going on, please. She shivers. I really hate this place after dark. You nod and venture back into the hospital's waiting room. Recording your campaign log, Dr. Maheswaran stayed with her patients. Okay. Proceed to set up. Gather all the cards. We've done that. We've built the encounter deck. Set aside the following encounter sets, which you have done as well.
Yes.
Put the waiting room, emergency room, experimental therapies ward, and records office into play. Each investigator begins in the waiting room.
So, we have a configuration for this?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Long ways, like we always like.
So top is records office, then immediately under that is waiting room.
Records office. Oh, here.
Yeah. And then, yeah, these are on either side.
And we start in the waiting room. I love waiting room.
Yes, we do.
While waiting room is not infested, it gains action. Resign. You flee the hospital, leaving your companions. I love that ability.
Noted.
I love that ability.
And it's got a Shroud of 3 and 3 clues on it.
Were we streaming when we did that?
We did
in
what?
that other scenario when we all resigned. Well, when we resigned, left her behind.
No. Nope.
Everyone that mattered got out.
We were streaming that, weren't we?
No, we played that one on the back porch.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, I remember that now. Little
That was
backstory there for everyone.
That was the one with the blankets.
Okay.
No, blankets were before that. 'Cause that was the one right after. It was the mansion. It was the intro mission. It was the mansion that we kicked the door down and ran out.
And I died.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea what was going on in that room. I just saw that there was a door and it was open and I could leave. So I chose the path of least violence for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pacifist. What can I say?
Set the other locations aside out of play.
We get 3 clues here.
If Dr. Emma has sworn stay with her patients, set her aside out of play.
Okay, she's over here.
Set the following cards aside out of play. Randolph Carter, all 3 of the Outbreak treacheries, and both of the corrupted orderly enemies.
Got him.
Set the double-sided infestation begins aside. You've done that.
Yep.
Shuffle the remaining encounter cards.
Take all the negative tokens out of the bag.
Goes up to -4.
Alright. That's all of that for now.
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll take that.
Thank you.
I guess I should draw a hand, huh?
Yep, 5 cards.
So let's see what we have here. A heavy, ominous feeling haunts you as you explore St. Mary's Hospital. Its halls are eerily dark and empty of everything but the occasional orderly making the late-night rounds. Lights flicker and shadows seem to dart from corner to corner. The hospital's maze of corridors has begun to take an almost dreamlike haziness. You notice yet another spider crawling up your leg and brush it away, wondering what is causing them to appear so often. Something is wrong with your companions, and while medical science has come far, it can't account for what is happening to them. You've decided to take it upon yourself to figure out what is wrong and set things right. We need a lot of clues.
Hello.
12 clues to advance.
Okay.
And 2 doom thresholds.
Hopefully our seeker this time around can do a better job than that last seeker.
Yeah, they really
I don't
kneecapped
know.
you.
I don't know what was up with that last seeker.
What's the shroud of our current location?
3.
Okay.
Y'all, guess what?
What?
My opening hand.
Did
I
you get
have
a shovel?
options. I got Becky.
Whoop.
She's my trusty
Yeah.
custom Marlin model. But I also got, which Becky takes 2 hands, unfortunately,
Oh, okay.
a handy dandy shovel.
Lovely.
You do love that shovel.
I like me a good shovel. I almost want to reshuffle and do a mulligan because I have a lot of hand stuff here, but we'll see how this goes.
Remember, Mulligan, you can just select specific cards to redraw.
Yeah, I know. Actually, no.
Okay. While y'all shuffle and figure out your starting hands, will someone pass me the bag?
Of course.
We need 12 clues. I need to get to work. So I'm going to investigate. When you said the shroud here is 3?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, big money, no whammies. -4. Off to a great start.
Excellent.
Off to a great
Get it out of the way up front, you know?
Okay.
I'm all for the bad luck on the front end.
-4 again.
Okay. Just just burn it. Burn up all that.
There's something about when you throw it in, your hand goes right back to it. I vote for a house rule.
What if it's a blue star?
Oh, do we just keep taking them out and then keep drawing?
Yeah.
Is that where we're going with this?
I got +1 on this one.
Teacher's not giving us homework.
I mean, you have to when you're done with the bag, you put them all back in and hand it over.
I vote yes.
What if you pull out a blue star or a +1?
Can it go back in?
Can we forget the house rule in those cases?
How diligent are you going to be on this house rule? Just like, can you give me an estimate on the front end? You know what? I'm going to use all my resources because that's an intelligent thing to do, and get some stuff on the field here. And then
I feel bad that my investigation went so poorly, y'all.
I'm going to go.
That happens, baby.
Let's go to the emergency room, right? I can move there, right? Nothing blocking me. Okay. Yeah. Bloop. Boop. While you are in the emergency room, each of your skill tests gets +1 difficulty for each card committed to it. Wait, what?
Like, if I was gonna commit my Say Your Prayers card, so I get to use these here.
It would add +1, so you would get basically effectively -1 to that card.
That's right.
Interesting. It's a weird thing. Okay.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, it sucks, but it's interesting.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't usually commit cards anyway, so.
5 resources to start.
That's right.
Yes.
There's more resources if you need them.
I feel like my brain is still mush. This is going to be an interesting, especially since I have to get used to the fact that if I don't play something right now, it immediately gets discarded.
Use it or lose it. Got a hurt hair.
Just for tissue performing. Base. Okay. Okay, well, first things first, I might as well go ahead and pull this out.
Okay.
So we've got some healing as needed.
So
this is a shroud of 3, that's 2, but it's got that weird thing on it.
You're magic caster, mystic? Or
He's a rogue.
Rogue, that's
A
right.
survivor.
No, survivor.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I've got 2 books and this is 3. Okay.
Oh, this guy's got 3 books. I could try for clues here. How many clues did we need again?
12.
That's literally all of these locations.
I'm going to take heart to this. If I fail, I get to Draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. Yeah, I absolutely failed that.
Nice. I like that card. Turns a bad into a good.
One clue.
Nice.
Well, I guess we're not to the upkeep phase yet, so I'll hold on to those. Or are we? Is everybody
Monster
done?
turn. No monsters.
No
Yeah.
monsters.
Oh, now glow up.
Yep.
And then we draw super happy fun time cards.
Oh, I forgot to get my 2 resources for filling that test. Okay. I draw 1.
Can I have an encounter? Thank you, Daniel. Uh-oh. I got a suspicious orderly.
I got a glimpse of the underworld. Put glimpse of the underworld into your threat area. When you would take damage and or horror, take 1 additional damage or horror. Lovely. What?
He's a hunter.
Cool.
He's suspicious. Wait, suspicious orderly. He's suspicious. Suspicious orderly cannot attack, be attacked, or be dealt damage.
Cool.
All he can be is evaded. He's got an evasion of 2. While suspicious orderly is engaged with you, you cannot investigate. And he, I assume, spawns with me, and he'll just keep, and he hunts whoever's closest to him, I guess.
It just means he'll move. He'll follow, like he'll move.
So
to whoever, to whoever's closest.
Okay.
But you can.
I'm gonna just evade him. That's
Yeah.
literally all I can do.
Yeah. There's only 1 clue left here.
Yeah, and I've got a card I can play to get that on my way out.
can we not kill him?
No, he cannot take damage and he cannot deal damage. He has 0 for both of those.
Yeah. He's just gonna follow. He's just gonna follow us around, apparently. But at least he is somewhat easy to evade.
That's weird.
Yup. Okay, so what did you get, Daniel?
Night terrors.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, put night terrors into your play area. It's weird. So you take an action. So I'm going to read the bottom part first. You take an action if night terrors is in your threat area. Test 4 head. After this test ends, discard night terrors even if you fail. Reason for that is the forced. After you fail a skill test, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, draw each weakness revealed this way, and remove the other cards from the game.
So it just doesn't go into your discard.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is
But that's not.
bad.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's just for this scenario. It's not like for the whole.
Yeah, I don't see me passing a head test of 4. I really don't.
Never say never. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is evade. -1. That works. So I'm going to leave him here, and I'm going to move down here to the emergency room.
So, does it specify who he hunts?
I assume he'll just hunt whoever's closest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
now
he's exhausted for now, so he'll...
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm going to... This card, I don't have to use an action to use it, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm just going to do
Fast, so you can just do it.
And now I'm going to investigate. -2. That's a success. Okay, so that's action number 2. Action number 3. -3. Still a success.
Lord, okay.
Okay. I'll take it.
We don't have that many locations.
That's what I'm saying.
If these two are 3, it's all clues from all locations.
Yuck. Okay. Well.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Did we put a doom on the agenda?
We did not.
I'm sorry, teacher.
No.
We got a quiz.
Really?
Like, really? I don't see any other way.
I mean, you've got to do this, right? Or does it just sit there?
Well, the thing is, it's any skill test. So it's either I fail this skill test once and get rid of it, or I run the chance of failing more skill tests before I get rid of it.
Uh-huh.
And I've got a head card, but it's one head. I commit it. Does no good. It effectively, being in this location wipes that out. So
Well, you could move somewhere else and then do it.
I could, but do I really want to commit this card? Because that only gets me to 4 head. I would have to draw a 0 or better. Alright, let's do it. You know, whatever. Fortune favors the bold, right?
Yes.
I like gambling.
You can't. I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't win if you don't gamble, though.
Watch this. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. Can I commit this?
Where's this?
Yeah, you lose it. You have to discard it, but yeah.
I don't like that. This stuff. 1, 2, 3. Are any of them weaknesses?
No.
Are any of them emergency caches?
No, they are not. It could have been worse. I mean,
You get to keep one, though, right?
no, they're all gone. Alice Luxley is pretty good. She gives me +1 book, but it's okay.
You'll get them back next time.
I know. I hope there's not a lot of those in there.
There's at least one more.
That's a bad card. I don't like that card at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 1 move left. I'm going to go.
Yeah, don't stay here because he'll get up and punch you.
No, he won't. He deals no damage.
Oh, yeah, that's
If
right.
he stands up, you won't be able to investigate, Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Will he just follow me then? Or do I have to evade to go somewhere else?
No, he'll move with you. What normally would happen is every time you did that, they would hit you. You'd take a attack of opportunity. But since he deals no damage, he'll literally just follow you around.
Oh, can we just latch him onto one of y'all in that case? So
Yeah.
that I can go around and suck up clues?
Yeah, 100%. If that's all he does.
Well, here's the thing.
He deals no damage, so
We get to determine where he goes next. Because all of these places are equidistant. So
Yeah.
I'm still going to move. Just send them after me because I'm not going to investigate anyways.
Okay. And if he ever breaks
Actually-
bad, then you can punch him.
I've got more book than you. But you were able to get a clue. So you send them after me because I can evade them too.
I barely got a clue. Yes.
We're going to go to the records office.
I think him sticking with you is a good job because at some point he may break bad,
Yeah.
in which case you can punch him.
Yeah.
I've got one job, is to get clues.
Yeah.
You've got one job is to punch people because you're not Carolyn.
What? If you are not engaged with any enemies, one at a time, take 4 basic investigate actions?
Oh.
What?
Well.
Yeah. But it uses all of your turns. So basically, if you were going to use every turn to investigate, you could do this instead, and you get an extra investigate out.
Oh, well, and that's because there's...
It's got a ton of clues
6
on
clues
it.
up here.
Okay.
Okay. That's cool.
As long as he's not on you.
As long as he's not out.
Yep.
Oh, but you can't investigate if he's on you anyway.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, well, this is a free action, but there's no reason for me to just leave this here. It just means I take extra damage. I guess I could whenever I get hit. Otherwise, I can take 1 damage and 1 horror and get rid of it. So what I'm going to do is...
How many actions do you have?
3.
I could assign any damage you take to this.
Well, I'm going to do that to this.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So I'm going to get Madame LeBranche out here. Because again, anything I don't use now, I have to discard.
Sure.
And then this is a free action, so I will just get rid of this. And my apologies, you seem like a sweet old lady.
You gonna hit somebody's nan like that?
And then, well, I need to move because we don't want him latched onto me. We want him latched onto you.
Sure.
So I'll move here.
Lots of clues.
When you investigate experimental therapies ward, take 1 horror. Experimental therapies ward gets -2 shroud for this investigation.
Okay.
Which will get it down to a shroud of 2.
I had a card that would
Okay.
heal horror, but
And then I'm going to use my emergency cash.
It's the Daniel card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is that all of us?
Yep.
Alright, so homie's gonna stand up.
is he gonna
Yep.
move?
No, he'll just stand up now.
Okay.
He would, well, I mean, he's not going to hit anybody because he can't, but if he were a normal monster, if someone were here, he would hit them when he stands up. But he has to stand up and then move.
But I need to move first next time to go here, so he latches onto me? Or can...
Unless we stay in a configuration like this, where he has a choice.
I'm going
But
to...
can she go from here to here without him?
I can evade him.
Or, yeah, if she does that, you have to
That works
spend a
too.
turn evading, though.
But after you
Well, I'm
evade,
gonna
you
have
get
to
to
spend a
move.
turn to move anyway.
Yeah.
But on a successful evade, you get to move, right?
Yeah, you do.
So it's kind of one and the same. Okay.
Okay.
Well up.
Yes. Aw, yes. Bandolier. Just what I need. Now I can hold a shovel, too. I really wish I could punch somebody. This orderly is pissing me off. Like, I have a gun. This guy cannot follow us around.
I think eventually you will be able to.
Ah, I see.
I'm looking at a card called a Corrupted Orderly.
Nice. All right, just line them up. Becky will take care of them.
Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh boy. One for you.
Thank you.
One for you.
And we are advancing the Doom agenda. after
We
this.
are indeed.
Do we don't for you?
We don't do it until we deal with this.
Oh really? It was only 2?
Yep.
Yikes. Okay.
Oh man. Locked door. Attached to the location with the most clues and without a locked door, the attached location cannot be investigated. Need a fist or foot check of 4 to discard locked door. So, it's the same. So I'm going to put this here because that place seems more used. You don't have to take horror to investigate there.
So, this is the one you just had, Glimpse of the Underworld, right?
Yes.
Can I just discard it now? Because it's
Yes.
not a...
Yeah. It's a free action. You have to take the horror and damage though.
I'm going to take it anyways. Like, that's weird.
What is happening?
You have 7 and 7.
Oh.
I just always put them in the 9s because I don't know where y'all are. So I just start them off in the 9s. Cheating.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
My husband be cheating. Okay, I got the Will of the Spider Mother.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Test 3 head. If there is a spider enemy at your location, you cannot commit cards to the skill test. If you fail, you cannot attack or investigate until the end of the round. Okay, so I've got my Say Your Prayers here, which gives me 4 head. But it would be 3 because of my location.
Yes.
However, I'm going to move 2 times. I'll just move my flashlight out, so I don't care if I pass this or not. Is what I'm going to say. It doesn't really affect the game if I fail it. So I'm not buffing it. I just didn't want for y'all to think I wasn't doing anything.
Well, you can't investigate this round, though, if you fail.
I know, but I wasn't going to be able to investigate this round anyway.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I could, but I'm going to just pull out my flashlight.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
You with me now?
Yeah.
-2. I failed it.
Drat.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Now we advance.
Yes.
I could...
Pushed it up a little too far, didn't we?
As you continue to explore the hospital, the oddities you have observed become more and more frequent. Thick, dark cobwebs now cover the corners of every room. Spiders crawl along the walls and the ceilings, emerging from seemingly nowhere and vanishing just as quickly. It's not just your imagination. An infestation of spiders has taken root within the hospital. And not just any spiders. They are larger than average, with long, jagged, barbed legs and great hairy abdomens. Perhaps even more worrying. Yes. Really? More worrying than that?
Somebody call John
Right.
Perhaps even more worrying. I kind of want to look that up. I haven't watched that since I was a kid.
It holds up.
It's spooky season. Maybe we can watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's a dumb good movie.
Perhaps even more worrying is the complete lack of hospital staff roaming the halls. Aside from several wary and frightened orderlies, you see no other staff members. Not even any nurses or doctors. Where has everyone gone? Shuffle the set-aside Spiders encounter set and each set-aside copy of Outbreak into the encounter deck,
Oh, yeah.
along with the encounter discard pile. Draw the set aside the Infestation story card, or the Infestation Begins story card, and resolve its text.
The spider and the outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
And the infestation card. Infestation begins. Yes, thank you.
Great, that sounds alright.
Not worrying at all.
You know when you sleep, spiders can crawl in your mouth?
Place 1 damage token.
Extra protein at breakfast.
Uh-huh.
I was saying, we got a bunch of sleeping people in the other wing.
Place 1 damage token on the location with the most clues. The 2 locations with the most clues if there are 3 or 4 investigators in the game. For the remainder of the scenario, damage tokens on locations represent the spreading infestation. Each location with a damage token on it is an infested location. Oh, Lord! Create a separate bag consisting of the following tokens.
Okay.
If you do not have a second bag, use a cup or bowl or
Okay.
other opaque container.
Okay.
This is the infestation bag, and these are infestation tokens. They are not chaos tokens. Some abilities will instruct the players to make an infestation test. An infestation test may cause the infestation to spread to other locations or endanger investigators at infested locations. To resolve an infestation test, an investigator must reveal a random infestation token from the infestation bag. How many times can I say infestation? And resolve the effects for the token as indicated on the other side of this card. Flip this card over and place it next to the scenario reference card.
Oh boy. Did this just turn into State of Decay 2?
Use these results only when revealing infestation tokens from the infestation bag. So a skull is set this token aside, search the encounter deck, and discard pile for a spider enemy and spawn it in the infested location nearest to any investigator.
Okay, we need to back up a second. Where are the infestations right now? Is it
Here and
here
here.
and here?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. These either make us spawn a spider enemy, do nothing, or spread the infestation.
Cool.
So
1 skull.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 tablets. And 2 cultists.
Cool. You said transparent bowl that we can see through, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what it said.
Will this work? Scout's on here. We can't look.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
A monstrous presence has infested St. Mary's. It lies inside the walls and watches you from all sides. In mere minutes, it has spun thick, sticky webbing throughout each of the rooms you visit.
Oh my god.
Sheila.
The lights are either flickering or out across the hospital. I agree, Herc, and some of them...
She doesn't like Sheila either.
Some of the more advanced medical machinery is broken and covered in cobwebs. At the end of the Mythos phase, make an infestation test. And we've got a 6 Doom threshold on this one.
Oh, look, I just drew Samwise Gamgee.
Can
We're
we
set.
get those? Daniel?
Which way they go? This or
That.
okay. And these go away, and we need 6 to
Yep.
advance.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
No, I mean, we still need 12 clues to advance. We have 6 Doom before
That's
it
what I
advances.
meant. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome. I'm using the 3 because we don't use those as much.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever. Great. Happy, fun stuff. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our turn now.
Yes.
It is.
So what do I need to do?
Do you think that you could get a 3 shroud?
I have exactly 3 book.
Mm.
I mean, you didn't go pick up the dude.
Don't want to be picking up dicks.
This man,
Especially
you telling me this man hasn't picked up some dudes?
not suspicious orderlies, at least. I mean, I'll move down there. I'm just kind of like, I could certainly.
It's either that or investigate. And your time is probably better spent dealing with enemies, even weird enemies.
So I've moved there. Is he on me now?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, dude,
As soon as you
what's
move
up?
in there.
How's it going? You're kind of creepy. Just don't stab me. Just,
Does anyone
away
have
with the needles.
an ally in their discard pile that would be useful?
No, I don't.
I have one in my out of game pile now.
Yeah, I don't
Does that
think that
count?
counts.
I've got. Oh, I thought I had one in my hand. Hold on. Did I get? Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope.
Okay. Well, this card is of no use then.
So, but I can't investigate while this guy's standing over me with a syringe like this.
No, but you know what you can do? You can come here and try and bust this door open. It needs fist or foot.
Oh,
I'm assuming you got pretty good fist.
I got that. So what do I need to do?
You need to test fist 4
And he's just
or
going
more to break the
to go
door.
with me.
Yeah.
Okay, weirdo. Freaking weirdo. Testing.
It's like Kristen Cole. He's just a weirdo.
Oh, should I commit? It's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use like an attack card? Is it a fight? It's just a
No,
test.
it's just a test.
Man, I hate to commit these cards. I could commit this one though.
I mean, I got a fist of 2, so even if I commit stuff to this, it's not going to...
So I've got 5. Come on.
Yes!
Oh yeah. Star.
All right,
Star.
great.
No,
Way
I
to
didn't want it
bust
this early.
Way to bust that door down.
So +2, you may move up to 2
Main cards are gonna
damage
come
and
out.
or horror from Tommy Muldoon to an asset you control or vice versa.
Woohoo!
So here's the question: can I take this away and put it here as a damage with that skill, or does it have to be
It
horror
says
to
damage
horror?
or horror, right? So yes, I think it.
Damage and or horror from Tommy Muldoon to an asset you control.
Yeah, but it would have to go to horror.
Oh, boo. Boo. Alright, fine.
What's wrong, her? Is Timmy in a well?
Alright,
Timmy in a well.
here I come kicking the door. Done.
Cop shit.
Ma'am? I'm gonna talk to your tail now? Is that how we're doing this?
Tell just has to see the manager.
Goofball.
I'm going to attempt to investigate.
That was all my moves, right? I moved.
Is your Shroud 2 there?
Moved and I tested, yeah.
Take 1 horror.
I like to think I Kool-Aid Man that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Do you have to do something special because it's a swarm?
No.
Okay.
Minus X is the number of infested locations, so 2. So that's -2. But the shroud was 2. The shroud was 2 because it gets reduced by 2. My books is 2, so I failed this by 2 or less. I failed it by 2, so I will use look what I found, and I will discover 2 clues.
Way to go.
Nice.
All right, it's all you, babe.
Okay. I am going to move up to that top room there. And then I'm going to spend 2 resources to get out my flashlight.
I love a good flashlight.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
Yep. Would be monster turn, but the only monster is a weirdo who doesn't do anything, so...
It's a freaking weird dude with a syringe. By the way,
blow up.
I don't like syringes.
You don't say.
I like syringes less than spiders. Like, I'll take a spider all day long. Oh, sweet. Guard dog. I have a person in my hand now. An ally.
Great.
Doesn't.
You know what? I draw 5 cards every turn. This one's going to come around again.
Guard dog is cool.
Okay, everybody blow up.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh,
that,
great.
You take that one, I'll take this one. Don't complain.
Perform an infestation test. If you are at an infested location, treat each tablet token you reveal as a skull token instead.
I got dissonant voices. Put into your threat area. You cannot play assets or events. At the end of the round, discard. Okay.
I got Frozen in Fear. Put Frozen in Fear into play in your threat area. The first time you perform one of the following actions, move, fight, or evade each round, it costs one additional action. At the end of your turn, test 3 head. If you succeed, discard Frozen in Fear.
Well, that would have done nothing, but I'm at an infested location, so... have we had any spider enemies?
Nope. Not yet.
We're about to.
Yes, that sounded like.
Swarm of spiders. Right on top.
Okay. Swarming 2. What does that mean again?
It means I take 2 cards here, place them underneath this, and they act as copies of this. So instead of 1, you've got 3 fist and 3 health.
To hit them, I have to do 3 or... Okay. Wait. Is that 1 attack or 3 fist 3 times?
3 fists, 3 times.
Or is it 3 fists first time, 2 fists, and then 1 fist?
Yes, you take them off the bottom, so they get
Weaker
as you go.
Okay. Alright.
So it does go 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, unless you hit them and do 3 damage, and then you're just done, right? If you do 1 damage and then 1 damage and then 1 damage, they would get weaker each time.
Oh, so each damage is going to... Okay. Alright. This is not a big deal.
Yeah, it explicitly said, because I read this swarm crap like 4 or 5 times to make sure I understood it, that if you hit and do more damage than it takes to kill one, that it can carry over to the others. So
Okay.
Okay. So our turn?
it is our turn.
Alright. I'm going to investigate. So I am in an infested location. That's hard to say. I still use this bag to investigate, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry. We have to do one more thing first. We have to do this. And at the end of the Mythos phase, make an infestation test. I just made one. Does somebody else want to do it?
What is an infestation test?
It's going to make us either spawn a spider, spread the infestation, or do nothing.
Oh, okay. Just draw from here. There's no bonuses, nothing like that.
Nope. Nothing.
Yay! Okay.
It's that gambler's luck.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Success. 1 clue. Another success. For another clue.
Are you doing the 4 thing? Using all 3 actions to get 4?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the reminder. There's a 3rd clue. All positive 1s and 0s.
Nice.
Yep. A -1, still a success. Okay, 4 clues.
4 clues.
Matt Gates gets discarded.
I don't want to touch that card. Now that you said that, jeez.
Jeremy, how many clues do you have?
3.
Okay. So we only need 1 clue.
Can you pass me the bag?
Okay.
Please?
Yeah, here you go.
I'm going to pull out Becky.
I can make that happen.
You
but
can move.
these-
You can move there and test there. Same shroud, no horror.
That's 3.
It's not the same shroud though because this reduces this down to 2.
Do you
take
have a
horror
buff?
and it reduces it.
Okay. So this is
Yes,
3.
but I can't go anywhere until these are dead.
plus
Oh, you
1.
gotta kick some ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So plus 2. Okay. Wait. Okay. Alright. So this is 3. Plus 1, so 4. 4 minus 3 puts me at 1. Plus 2 puts me at 3. So that's a fail. There are too many things at play here.
I can hit it with my fire axe.
Whoop.
No, it's good. Well, you may have to. We'll see. It's just this frozen in fear thing messed me up. Now it's going to be a hit because this only takes effect on the first action. So that's a hit. So 2 of them are dead.
Okay, so now it's just 1/1.
And yep, now I'm just going to punch it. What's that?
Reveal another chaos token. If you fail and it is agenda 2 or 3, make an infestation test. It is 2.
Well, that's a success, so bleh,
Okay.
he's dead.
Goodbye, spiders. Thank you.
Welcome.
But you are right. I'm gonna go here
Came here to chew bubble gum.
and use trial by fire. Fast. Play during your turn. Choose one of your skills until the end of your turn. Set the base value of that skill to 5. Guess which one I'm going to choose.
I don't know. Foot. Feet.
-1 with a base value of 5. That is still a success.
Okay. Good job.
And you investigated there because it's 3 versus 4.
No, I investigated there because every time you investigate here, you take a horror.
Right.
And it actually lowers the shroud to 2, but you take a horror for it.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Here's what's his name when I need him? Our football player.
So I still have one more turn, but let's see what this says.
That's my other dude that has him, I think.
From hospital records and snippets of hushed conversation. Oh yeah, I guess we should check all these, huh? Because we're spending them. From hospital records and snippets of hushed conversation, you were able to glean that there was recently another patient in the hospital whose condition closely mirrored that of your friends. After being comatose for weeks, the patient abruptly and inexplicably awakened just this morning. Baffled, the doctors have quarantined the patient somewhere in the basement of the hospital below the eastern ward. Put the set-aside stairwell and basement door locations into play. Check the current agenda. If the agenda is 2 or 3, make an infestation test. If it is agenda 1, immediately advance to agenda 2.
I have 3 basement doors?
I guess we have the stairway down and then 3 doors in the basement to choose from.
Oh. Okay.
You know what? Why don't we take like a 10-minute break real quick and get this set up?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Let's do it.
All right,
We'll be
folks.
right back.
We will be back in just a second. Hey, everybody.
Hi, and we're back.
We are back. Okay, so we just put in the basement level of the hospital. We have advanced to Act 2A. You need to learn where the mysterious patient is being kept. If you can find them and speak with them, perhaps they can provide some answers about what is happening to your friends. If an investigator controls Randolph Carter, advance. So no clues on this one. We just have to...
He's in one of the rooms.
Yeah, see what's behind those doors is my guess.
Okay.
And I have another turn left before we advance, so I'm going to...
I also need to test 3 head at the end of our turn.
Go ahead and just move here. Since that's the way we need to go, clearly.
Okay.
So I killed the spiders for my turn, right?
You did.
Okay. Hand me the bag, please.
Good job killing the
Yes,
spiders.
thank you for killing the spiders with a gun?
Yep. Big ol' shotgun. Yep.
Oh, dang. Oh, no.
Just gonna forget that and move on with our lives.
So that stays in place.
Yep, it just stays here, and every action each turn gets +1. Well, the first action of my turn gets +1.
Okay.
Well, the only enemy left is him, and he doesn't do anything. Although I suspect some of these infestation tests might make him do something at some point. So, blow up.
Oh, yay. Well, so interesting.
You drew your weakness.
Yeah, so I have to discard True Grit. Discard each asset you control with damage or horror on it. If no assets are discarded by this effect, shuffle Rookie Mistake back into your deck. The question is, I've got my ability, when an asset you control is defeated, gain X resources. This isn't defeat, this is discard, right?
I don't know. I could interpret that either way. I'd say however you want to interpret that, interpret it.
Discard each asset you control with damage or horror on it. If no assets are discarded by this effect, shuffle Rookie Mistake back into your deck. Then, when an asset you control is defeated, gain X resources, where X is the total amount of damage and horror on that asset. Shuffle that asset back into your deck.
I say it's defeated.
But it would only have 1 on it, so...
I would only get 1 resource.
Yeah.
But this also says I get to shuffle it back into my deck. I kind of feel like this is not the case. I'm not going to get a resource out of this.
Okay. he calls me the school teacher.
Listen,
I mean, we can play fair.
I'm reading it like I'm reading it, and that's how I'm reading it.
I'm sure that there is some Arkham scold somewhere. Apologies, I feel like I just offended half our audience, who would be like, no, technically, but when I read that, I could read that as that asset being defeated.
And you're pretty fair.
Listen, I don't want some dude 20 years from now watching this VOD and being like, but if you read it precisely,
I think it's charming that you think it would take 20 years for that to happen in not 20 seconds.
Yeah, actually we got some helpful feedback about Lord of the Rings on our YouTube comments.
Oh yeah, did we?
We did. Because,
Hey,
you
know
learn
what?
stuff.
I'm going to take a resource because I deserve it.
Do it. I mean, we've played this game for a long time. When we were at Gen Con, I was playing with two dudes who have been playing this game for a longer time. I taught them that when you evade, you get to move. They had no idea.
Wow.
They taught me about the committing to skill test. So, I mean,
And the mulligan.
yeah, so, when folks come in and offer up those comments, I appreciate them. I don't take it personally. It's just okay, yeah, we learn. So...
Well, also, I think at some point there are rules that don't make sense, and it is okay to house rule. Because I'm here to have fun.
At the end of the day, the whole point of a board game is for us to have some analog fun together.
Here's the cool thing. I do get to put this back on as ammo because Becky is awesome.
Oh yeah, I need to put my charges on a flashlight.
Okay.
Okay. Monsters.
Monsters we leveled up.
Okay.
Did you level up?
I did.
This creepo is
I
just
drew a card that had to be shuffled back into my deck.
standing behind me with a syringe.
Okay, so...
Bad haunted house. We just... No, we didn't.
No, you drew a weakness.
Oh, man. Can that not
so you
count?
You get two not fun things back to back.
Alright, I got an outbreak card. Perform an infestation test. If you are at an infested location, treat each tablet as you would a skull instead. And I am. So, cool.
Wow.
I drew a skull.
I got the same thing. Awesome.
No.
I drew a skull. What does that mean?
Skull means spawn a spider.
Well, I was going to pick feet. What were you going to pick?
I can't wait to hear about this guy.
We're getting -2 to 2 of our skills for the round. Everyone. Where does that spider spawn? Oh, that was on you.
It's on me.
Okay. Well.
So, not fist.
Not fist. I was going to pick feet. Do we need book this round?
We actually don't need clues right now, so...
Because we may need... Well, I need head at the end of my round to get rid of this thing.
Are you okay if we debuff book for a round?
Yeah, I'm gonna evade and...
We're debuffing feet as well.
Well, but you can go up there and shoot that,
I'm going
right?
to go up there and shoot that with my gun.
Yeah, y'all do whatever you gotta do.
Because we got to pick...
All I'm doing is moving. Whether I'm shooting... whatever.
What does -2 feet put you at?
1. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, Daniel, I can prop myself back up here.
I just realized I can't go up there and shoot them.
That's okay.
Stupid thing.
I
Could you test, or do you have to test at the end?
No. It's
Hey.
at the end of the round.
I'm committing to my test. I'll be fine.
I'm debuffing Book, so
I'm not investigating anything.
yeah, I didn't think any of us were. So, but he has to choose either fist, feet, or head. So
Yeah, do it. Do it.
If I choose head, I'm stuck with this thing. If I choose feet, you can't evade.
Choose feet. I can't evade because I have a buff right here. I've got 3 buffs right here.
um,
In these beautiful sleeved. I love these sleeves.
they are quite nice. Unfortunately, we also have to do an infestation test at the end of the Mythos phase
Why?
because that card says so.
Oh.
Are we at the end of the Mythos phase?
Yeah.
Alright.
Where do the spiders spawn this time?
Are those spiders going to follow you?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't say that they do.
Okay, if it doesn't say hunter, they're not.
Yeah, they're not going to move.
Okay. Alright, we're going to debuff feet.
Okay, we get to make a choice.
Okay.
This guy has to spawn in an infested location. We have 2 of those.
Bring them to me.
An infested location close to an investigator. Again, we have 2 of those.
Bring
So,
them to me.
okay, he's no joke.
I know.
He's the beater-upper.
Man, this is rough stuff. Prey is lowest feet, which we're both at 2. Well, we're at 0 right now. So. Okay. So that's the end of that terrible turn.
Yes.
Okay.
It is our turn now. Now we can do things.
Okay, I'm going to evade.
Okay.
Can I have the bag, please?
Yes.
I am buffing my evade here. I've got to hit a test of 3. So, great success. That's a 0.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I had one too many buffs in there.
So these
So
are
there's
exhausted,
one.
and you move
Yeah.
back.
So if he gets to 0 here, does that kill him, or does it have to be all of it?
If either of those get to 0, he's dead.
I'm going to finish my turn.
Okay.
2, 3. After you enter the stairwell from a non-basement location, move to a basement location. Then test 4 foot. If you fail, take 2 damage. Okay. And there's 3 clues there. I'm just going to move to this basement location.
You have to test feet this turn.
Yep. That's okay. I can take 2 damage. I've got stuff for days. Parlay, test 2 head. If you succeed, test 2 book. Test 2 head. If you succeed, test 2 books. If you succeed, investigators at this location may spend 1 clue as a group to give control of the set-aside Randolph Carter asset to an investigator at this location. Booyah.
Oh, so we need to get some clues before coming down there.
I will move back to the stairs and grab one of those.
Okay, I have some ways to get some too, but...
Okay. And I...
You can't move while this guy's out.
Is he massive?
No, while Grey Weaver is ready, each investigator at its location cannot take move actions.
Okay, that's fine. I was going to shoot him, or hit him with my axe first anyway.
So
you have an axe?
Yes.
What?
I'm
Oh no,
gonna-
it's a shovel. Daniel has that so bomb.
which I have in my hand, but I'm actually not going to pull out just yet. First, we're going to shoot him. What's that?
Minus number of infested locations, -2.
Okay. So 2, 2, 4. That's a hit. So
Booyah!
he's going to take 2. Right? 2 damage. Yep. And then I'm going to get out my gut dog.
He's a good dog.
So he is going to kill guard dog when he attacks and take 1 damage. So if you can get him to 4 or get him to 1, okay.
That means 3.
No, you have to hit him twice because I've already hit him twice.
Okay. +2. Spend 1 resource.
It's not a big deal if you can't. I'm just saying, like, that would kill him.
I'm committing rise to the occasion to this. What is this? Reveal another token. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 -2
Yeah, it's a hit.
should do it.
Is that just 1 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was my 1 rise to the occasion, so
Well,
the next one is going to be 4 against 4.
well, I mean, if you don't think it's worth it, don't waste the turn on it. Because I'll kill him next turn. Even though he's going to attack, he's going to take 1 damage.
-1, -3 instead if you were engaged with a staff enemy.
You're not. Daniel is, but you're not.
That's still a fail though,
Yeah.
because it was 4 against 4. So
I mean, I'll kill him next turn. It's not a big deal. I just was saying it would be cool. But it's all good.
oh
Was that a -4?
yeah.
Hand me the bag.
Yeah, why do you throw that all the way over there?
I got to test head. Please get rid of this card. Just please. Yes! Suck it. You're gone. Right. And these are gone.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
monster
the end of the
turn.
round.
Yeah, monster turn. So he's going to hit
Freezing.
Fido. And
Turn the heat
deal.
up.
I'm about to put on my toque.
He's going to do so 2 horror. So I'm going to take 1 horror. Fido's going to take 1, and then he's going to take 1 damage, which gives me 2 resources that I'm going to put back on Becky. And he's going to take 1 because Fido bit him. Okay. Spiders are going to ready up and sit there, right?
Mm-hmm. They'll move next turn.
And, well, they don't move. They're not hunting.
Oh, you're right. Yep, they'll sit there.
Let him.
So now we glow up.
Yep.
Yeah, is that all the enemies?
Except for that one.
Uh-huh.
Beat Cop! I love you, Beat Cop! Oh, whoa. Okay, upgraded Beat Cop costs 4 resources. That's a lot. These are gone now, though, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh. Oh. Our encounter deck ran out. Oh,
Just shuffle up and deal.
is this encounter?
Yes.
It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to go in the encounter.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine.
I mean, what are you gonna do? We drew encounter cards. It's not like we didn't. Oh.
We get a doom, right?
Yes.
Do a spider check.
Yes, but we would do that at the end after we do this.
Oh, right. We haven't done this yet. Right.
Yes, we have.
Yeah. You don't remember? We just did it.
This from the I'm going to do the honorable thing and not take the...
Which he took.
Uh-huh.
What are you talking about?
Sorry.
I can't remember 2 turns ago.
Oh, nothing happens.
Okay.
Set it aside.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any others that have been set aside?
But no.
No, we have not been doing that. And we should have been.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay! Spiders.
Locked door. Test for fist. Chappies.
But only if we need to investigate it.
So you can get out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
That's good.
It just prevents you from investigating the location.
Wait.
This is a bonded card, linked card, whatever they're called.
It's a third one of these. How's this work again?
That's the missing one?
If it's a bonded card, it should have a card that it's linked to.
Yeah.
It's these
Bonded to Hallowed Mirror.
Yeah, Daniel.
So, yeah.
That's the missing one.
Yeah.
How did we miss that?
I don't know.
I went through everything except for your deck. Because you had gone through it. That's hilarious.
So you need another card.
I need another card. I'll deal with that later. But does that mean is Hallowed Mirror in here is the question?
I hope so.
Yes,
I hope
it
you
should be. That's
put
why you
Hallowed
have
Mirror
the
in there.
others.
I'm going to look and reshuffle because
Okay.
now I am like, wait a second. How did that happen?
Man, I'm so glad I don't have to get on eBay.
Hallowed
So,
Mirror.
Yeah.
hey, just so you know, to prevent this from happening in the future,
Mm-hmm.
I am putting, I have started and will finish, if there is a bonded card, like the bond and then the cards that bond to it, behind it in a sleeve, so that
And
they're all in there together.
will also learn how to read. So
That would
I
be
mean-
useful.
I'm going to do my part to.
I already did this.
We
Why
already-
are you giving me another
we just
one?
drew.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
okay.
right
yeah.
there.
Oh, okay.
We don't want more of those.
I drew a locked door.
I didn't know I had one in front of me.
Well, that's because
Test
some of us are
head.
paying attention.
For
to
each
what
point
we're
you
doing.
fell by, take 1 horror.
And what cards we have in our deck. Okay.
Minus
That was
2.
fun.
Man,
do that
I feel
again.
so much better because I'm like, I'm getting on eBay
Vindication.
and finding that card. I mean, I cleaned out. Did you pull it?
Yes. No, it's the.
Oh.
It goes. It's a swarm. My weakness is a swarm card.
Oh yeah, no, that has totally happened. That happened last game.
That happened to him last game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Daniel gets all the good karma.
You say so. Okay.
Alright, did everybody do their thing? Their bad card?
Yep. I got
Yeah.
spiders. I got xenomorph, apparently. And this suspicious orderly still standing behind me with a syringe.
And we did our infestation check, so we're good.
What did we get on that?
Nothing. A
Oh,
tablet.
sweet. Good. Okay.
Do they all say set aside?
They do. So I'm assuming we can empty this out and then it's just not have to do it anymore.
Stomp on the eggs.
Oh my god. Call Dakota and let her just come in and handle the business.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
Alright.
my first course of action is to shoot somebody in the face.
Chicka-pow.
Done.
How much damage did you do
To him?
to whoever you just shot?
2.
Why don't you do that to this? Because I can finish him off.
You know what? I did miss and actually hit the spiders.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Do these go out of game or in discard?
In discard.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my improvised weapon, which can be displayed from my, or which can be played from my discard pile. I have lots of cards that can be played from my discard.
I display my improvised weapon all
you're
the
a
time.
survivor.
Didn't hear that.
He gets -1 fight. So do I.
Don't make me pull Beat Cop out here.
But
I
that
will.
gets me.
I could play Beat Cop.
That's even.
And then discard.
So
and
I hit him, and dealt +1 damage. But either way, he's dead.
Bye bye. He goes in victory.
See ya. Okay, here, I'll take him. I will set him over here.
That's the first time he's ever heard that
In the victory display.
in his entire life. Who looks at that and is like, "I'll take him." Okay.
Oh, I did make
well,
friends with the spiders on our back porch.
this last spider, I'm just gonna step on him. Then we'll just shoot him. I could, but I'm just gonna be like, "Oops," and
-2.
dead. Bye bye.
Okay.
Cool. Yay.
Do you have any moves left, Daniel?
I have one which I could use to bust down this door, right? Is that what I need to do? Where's this door at? Is it on us?
It's on your location.
Yeah, actually,
does
that
it
would
do?
be quite useful because then I could get a clue there potentially.
So we unlock door attached, which could not be.
What do you need the clue for?
Forward breakdown door.
I'm gonna use my turn and go here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna investigate. Can I have the...
Mhm.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm gonna try this. May I see the bag, please?
And now you need to spend 1 clue for him.
I
Just
have to
one?
parlay.
What was this?
And
-2.
I did not bust down the door.
but if everybody wanted to move in here with us,
Well, the problem is we're going to fall, so we... Oh, I guess we get to choose, though. Move to a basement location. Okay. So, yeah, we can move in there.
With the lock. Oh, the locked door just prevents investigation.
Correct. We can move.
Well, I can't because I just used up all my turns.
Okay, but I can... Yeah.
oh, I guess I'm taking 2 damage because I fell. Well, let me test my feet. If I get a +1 here, I'll take those 2 damage back.
If I fall, is this suspicious orderly going to fall behind me?
Man.
I'm going to take 1 damage and say goodbye to Madame LaBranche.
Okay.
Because she'll be back around soon enough.
Okay.
Okay, so
Monsters.
I shot there, I moved 1 and then fell, so I've got 1 turn left.
Do you want to try the parlay?
Sure. So what do I need to do here?
Test 2 head. Let me get the order right. Test 2 head, test 2 book. Can you do that?
I've got 4 base head. I've only got 2 base book. But
Do you
we'll
have
see.
a buff?
Yeah, I can commit some cards.
Okay, so that's
5
success.
minus 2.
Yeah, that's a success.
Okay.
And then 2 book.
I will commit these 2 to get my book up to 4.
Booyah.
Gonna discard them anyway. So what does that do?
I'm gonna spend a clue. And that is gonna give the group control of the set aside Randolph Carter asset to an investigator. So he gives 1 head and 1 book.
You want him?
I have him on the other one. But
I mean, that's useful, but like probably most useful for you.
Daniel, what do you think?
I mean, that gets me to 4, 4, and 4, but I don't. Again, like, this deck is built out for buffing my attack. I'm not really searching.
You take him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
As I'm pulling out my sleeve.
Now
Do
I
you
could have.
wait, you don't have an ally, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I could have used more head a little bit ago, but
You also have allies that you really like to use, and so
well, that's the other thing too. Is this guy's
You're also not
shtick
the location.
is to play allies and let them get killed.
yeah, you probably don't want
allies
that.
and assets.
But now that we have him, if an investigator controls Randolph Carter, advance. After some persuading, you manage to convince the blonde-haired man to listen to your story. Once you explain to him what has happened to your companions, he shakes his head in solemn understanding. I knew this Virgil fellow would cause trouble, if only I had convinced him not to write that story. You ask him what he means, and he lets out a long sigh before elaborating. It's all true, all of it. The Dreamlands is real, and I believe that something is causing it to merge with the waking world. That's where all of this is coming from, he explains, motioning to the spider webs in the corners of the room. With your help, I may be able to temporarily stop the infestation from spreading. Then we can investigate this matter further. He rises from his cot and shakes your hand. My name is Randolph, by the way, Randolph Carter. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck.
There's like 2 of them in here. I'm not gonna. It's too much work.
With the aid of Randolph Carter, you must attempt to close the rifts that have opened between the Dreamlands and the waking world.
Daniel, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I mean,
Too much work to
Poor
shuffle
Jeremy.
those cards.
Poor Jeremy. He's playing with 2 people that think on the exact same line.
I look down here. I'm like, am I really gonna pick this whole thing up and shuffle it? With 2 cards? No, I'm not. It's just not.
Poor
gonna happen.
Jeremy.
Hey, if you want to shuffle, you can shuffle.
I don't care. It's just that when you choose to follow a rule and when you choose to say forget it,
the rules.
it has no...
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
We don't need a chaos bag because I am surrounded by agents of chaos.
Where's Herc? Herc is, in fact, the 3rd. That makes the triangle of chaos, and it's pretty rad, is all I'm saying.
Each infested location gains, as an action, test head X to attempt to seal the rift. X is the location shroud. Investigators at this location may spend 1 clues per investigator as a group to automatically succeed. If you succeed, replace the damage token in this location with a horror token. For the remainder of the game, this location cannot become infested. If there are no infested locations in play, advance.
Okay, so we got to close 2 rifts. Need test head what?
It's the shroud.
So should
Head versus whatever the shroud is.
Who's got a big head?
should these have
I
spread?
have 4. We haven't drawn the spread tokens every time we've drawn something different, so no, they haven't. But
Okay, I was like,
we're
feels
going
like
to.
we just opened 2 and they've just stayed there.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
But this has
weird.
thinned out now, and so
It's going to spread.
odds are that it's going to spread.
Okay.
Hey, what's everybody's head? I've got 3.
I've got 4.
Okay, and I've got 1 buff of 2. I've got 1 buff of 1. I've got 1 buff of 4, but I have to be down to 3
But
sanity.
you can also just pick up a clue and then use it to close.
3
We
clues.
need 3 clues.
3
to
clues to
succeed.
close it.
Oh, to just okay. All right, never mind.
But it's faster to get head in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Get in there, fathead.
But you're one to talk. No one at this table can say anything about the head size of somebody's head.
Yeah. That's why I can say it without impunity.
I'm your husband.
I know, baby. If he was being mean, I would kick his ass, but that was funny. You called me an agent of chaos 5 minutes ago.
Where's to quote my wife? Where's the lie?
Where was his lie?
Listen, I got no problem with people measuring my head. All I'm saying is you got 4 and I've got 3 right now.
Mm-hmm. Has everybody taken all their actions?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. That guy's still following you around.
Yep.
He's the only enemy, yes, except for the spiders who just sit there.
Yep.
We're gonna have to go up there though.
First, we draw cards, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oop.
I have so many resources.
You want to share? 'Cause I could certainly use them. There's a bad card.
Yep, that is a bad card.
There's your bad card.
Choose a skill for the remainder of the round. Each investigator gets -2 of that chosen skill.
Oh, this thing. Let's
You
of the
cannot.
underworld.
You cannot choose a skill that has already been chosen by a copy this round.
What is this? Test 3 head if there is a spider enemy at your location.
Well, not head.
You cannot commit cards to the skill test. If you fail, you cannot attack or investigate until the end of the round.
Yeah, Wendy had that earlier.
I had that earlier.
Just means I go last?
No. It means you cannot attack or investigate
This round.
this for the rest of this round.
I read that as you cannot attack or investigate until the end of the round.
No.
That's a loophole that you're crawling through.
Uh-huh.
I'm just a little miffed I didn't see that myself.
I'm not an English major.
You don't have anything to investigate, though.
I don't. Anyway, I'm going to test 3 head and succeed. And it's going to be fine. It's going to be cool. There's no problems. Actually, hold on.
I didn't even try to test it because wasn't doing any investigating that round.
I don't imagine that.
Minus 2 feet.
She chopped off her feet. Ooh! Yeah. Dang it. That was a foul. Alright, well. Screw you, Spider
Well,
Mother.
let's hope you won't need to attack anything.
I'm just going to sit here and stare at this suspicious orderly. Me and him sitting in a room staring at each other. I'll just draw a bunch of resources.
There it is.
Occultist.
Yep. So it spreads to a connecting location.
Okay.
Choose a location connected to an infested location. That location becomes infested.
Done.
Okay.
Then if there are 2 or more cultist tokens set aside, return all set aside infestation tokens to the infestation bag.
There's only one. So in our infestation, we've got 1 more spread, 1 more nothing. So...
Yep.
Okay.
So we got a 50-50 shot.
I'm not worried.
All right, friends. I am going 1, 2. I'm going to shoot my shot.
Whoop.
The shroud. Here's 4. I'm not investigating.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just it's a head test to close the...
Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Okay. I remember what we're doing here.
Actually, I'm not. I'm not gonna hit that. I'm gonna leave that one for the fathead.
The fathead really needs to play her violin before it disappears.
What's the violin do?
Choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Exhaust the violin. Choose an investigator at your location to either gain 1 resource or draw 1 card.
Can I have a resource?
Are you gonna use it to do something to buff your head so that you can close a thing?
I'm going to use it to play beat cop. To buff my fist. I literally am useless at this point. Like,
You're not useless.
I could...
You're never useless. Don't say that.
I could try.
Are we remembering to put Doom on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when that Doom flips, we're gonna be very thankful that you're on our team, D.
I mean, as soon as I got something to beat up on, I'll be useful again.
So I'm going to play Lucky, which means I succeed.
Lucky.
Heck yeah.
Love that card.
So it turns blue.
Oh, does that mean I get a resource?
No, because I didn't play the violin.
Okay.
Okay. Daniel, you know you could just get resources and draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
What is your head?
3.
Go there and try.
Actually, let me do the thing I'm supposed to be doing here.
If you don't kill them, they're going to hit you.
Sure.
And you can only do 1 shot.
I am full health. Blammo!
-2.
So they're gonna take 2. Those your cards?
They're mine.
Cool. That's my move.
Good job. Any monsters?
Yes.
They're gonna hit me for 1.
What monster?
Spider.
Spiders.
I
Killed 2 of them.
This does +1 damage, so only able to kill 2.
Oh, Daniel, that sucks.
That's it.
I've got a lot of health.
Discover 3 clues at your location. Give any number of your clues to another investigator, or place any number of your clues on any location. You are defeated and suffer 1 mental trauma. But I would like to say this action does not provoke actions of attacks of opportunity.
But you are defeated.
But you did. But they can't kick you while you're dead.
This is a good rule to live by. Can't kick me while I'm dead. How many cards can we have in our hand?
8.
Okay. Not even close. Do we think we're going to need clues anymore?
No.
Okay.
No, but y'all are on your own.
What happened to you?
I drew all of my weakness cards.
Yay.
That sucks. Just in time for us to,
Mm-hmm.
Do these?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Night Terrors. Put Night Terrors into play in your threat area. After you fail a skill test, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw each weakness revealed this way and remove the other cards from the game. Or I can test for head.
Threads of reality attached to the non-permanent, non-weakness asset you control with the highest printed cost.
I suddenly have an issue.
Otherwise, threads of reality gain surge. Treat attached asset as if its printed text box were blank.
Mm.
I'm going to attach this to painkillers.
I didn't think I had that.
What's up, D?
So I would have committed this if I had known I had a head. I didn't think I had a head.
It's okay, you can commit it later.
I need to commit it now.
Okay.
Because what just happened is test 3 head. For each point you fell by, take 1 horror. And I drew a -3.
Okay.
And I'm at 4. But now I'm at 2. I would have been at 1 if I had not had that card. So that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
If that happens again, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad.
You don't have an ally that you can pull out?
Well, I do. I'm going to get Beat Cop out next, but that's a bad card. It's a bad card to draw -3 on.
We've already done this, didn't we? We drew the skull.
No, we didn't.
Or we drew this cultist. Right?
Yes, because that told us to do one, not because we were doing one at the end of it. Because we just finished the Mythos phase, and I just put a doom.
Alright, we got a 50-50 shot here.
Yeah.
Do you want to draw? Not that one. Oh, no. So it spreads.
We're going to put it on the 2 shroud.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
No, just these.
I thought I said all of them.
Mm-hmm. Just these.
Just the cultists?
Mm-hmm.
Not the...
Not the tablets, not the skull. So eventually this becomes just a guaranteed spread every single time.
So now we're just racing against it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cool.
Okay.
Fun. Yay.
Okay. We got this.
Alright, first things first.
Well, it can't spread too much further.
I'm going to spend 4 resources to get rid of this mob enforcer.
Okay, God, you've almost gone through your entire deck.
Yeah.
What if you had the weakness that I had the last time that was like, if you use all of your deck, you're dead. Good job, D.
Yeah, honey. What if I had that?
Do you have that?
Well, this is kind of a
You don't have that.
beautiful thing because I just
I
played
have
Beat
close
Cop.
to that.
I can move to Horror to Beat Cop and kill him. Bye-bye, Beat Cop.
Great.
Appreciate your service. Spiders are dead. I actually don't know what I'm drawing for here.
Are you trying to close the rift?
Yep.
3 head. Not
That's
that
not
one.
gonna do it. Okay, here.
Okay, that's my move. That's my turn.
Okay. And I am adding 2.
I get 2 more resources. I'm gonna just keep loading up Becky here.
Okay. 2 resources, or 2 head. Okay, closed. This one is closed.
Cool. I want to discard painkillers.
I'm gonna come here.
To get rid of this thing.
Now, okay, hold on. So spread is to a connecting location. But it cannot open here again.
That's right, so it's contained.
So those are done.
They can't go to the basement. You closed the perfect one first.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't even have to draw that anymore. Well, can it spawn spiders still?
No.
Yeah. If there's, no, I guess it can't. Success. This one's closed.
Yay.
Okay, so that was 1, 2.
You've got one more turn. And I will try again.
I'm gonna move back up here.
Oh.
I played Beat Cop.
I thought he
killed
was
Beat-
already out.
No,
Okay.
I had to kill Beat Cop. Well, it didn't have to, but I chose to kill Beat Cop. So I would have a little bit of horror to take whatever is coming from the counter deck next.
Okay.
Dude, that guy has 5 fists.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Can you...
Oh! Yay! Yay! Does that get you there?
Okay, that's 2 damage, so I can discard him. Otherwise, he spawns engaged with me. So I had to secretly add an extra dimensional monster. I had to secretly add it to my hand. You may fight or evade this enemy while it is in your hand, as if it were at your location. If you succeed, discard it from your hand. If you fail, spawn it engaged with you. And it's got 5 fist and 5 foot. It does 3 damage when it attacks.
I would have been able to kill him, but that's a much better option. Right there.
So this lets me, after this test ends, you may shuffle all but 1 card from your discard pile into your deck.
Maybe that weakness card.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
That's a really good card to get the star on.
Mm-hmm.
I never did get to pull my shovel out.
It's not over yet.
I need resources to do that.
And then I have 1 action left, so I'll move here.
The funny thing is, I could have gotten a lot of resources, but I just keep loading them onto Becky because her attack is so good.
Are you out of moves?
Yep, that's it.
Shoot.
No monsters left besides this guy.
Correct. He's just staring at me. I'm staring at him. Okay.
But the Doom is flipping over this time.
Yes, it is.
Our game dynamic is about to change.
Okay.
Oh man, this is good stuff.
I got Whispers of Hypnos again.
So did I.
Okay, I'm choosing foot. I think you should choose book.
Sure.
Okay, because I feel like things
Okay,
are
I'll
about to
just-
start coming to life.
Got something.
Spider of Ling
Also, what happened to that one?
needs 4 hits.
That guy. Okay, yeah. I was going to say he had a victory thing on him.
Spider of Ling. Forced. When the enemy phase ends, add 1 swarm card to each swarm of spiders enemy in play. If there are no swarm of spiders enemy in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a swarm of spiders enemy and spawn it at Spider of Ling's location with no swarm cards. Yay. 3 fists for health.
You've
Yeah.
been looking for someone to fight.
Hey,
But
I got Mr. Ling's number here.
if we can get up there and close that thing, it doesn't matter.
Also, I just drew my bonded card.
I feel like this is about to hop onto Daniel too.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, what?
Suddenly, chaos breaks out in the hospital. The sound of chittering and crashing emerges from the walls. In the darkness, you can barely make out the shapes of bizarre, spider-like creatures scurrying in the distance. As you round a corner, you spot an orderly writhing on the polished floor, convulsing violently as though possessed by an insidious force. You rush to his side and flip him onto his back, and find that nearly all of his face is covered in thick webbing, and his eyes are wide and glazed over. He does not react as you shake him. Find each suspicious orderly enemy in play and replace it with a set-aside corrupted orderly enemy. It keeps the same state, all tokens, and all attachments. Search the encounter deck and discard
Should I just
pile
go here?
for
Or-
each
Oh,
copy of suspicious orderly and remove them from the game.
Yep.
Shuffle the set-aside agents of Atluk Nacha encounter set. Each remaining set-aside corrupted orderly enemy and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Add 1 skull token and 1 cultist token to the infestation bag.
1 skull token and 1 what?
Cultist.
here's the other suspicious orderly card. Where do these go? Just shuffle them?
Uh-huh.
Am I shuffling the whole thing?
Is that
Yeah.
the symbol? It's like, does it show you the symbol?
Agents of Atluk Nacha is all it said.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say the
It's
symbol.
gotta be that one.
Oh boy.
Those are some
We're
rude
shuffling.
dudes.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Hospital of Horrors. The entire building has become infested with a sinister evil, something that does not follow the laws of nature. You need to find some way to either stop it or to escape before it consumes you too. At the end of the Mythos phase, make an infestation test. Each spider enemy at an infested location gets +1 fight and +1 evade.
Is the orderly a...
I don't think
Spider?
so. Oh, no, yeah, it is. So, both of these guys. And we have to do an infestation test.
Yay. Bring on all.
But like you said,
Can't go anywhere?
It can't go anywhere. So the only bad thing you can draw is a skull.
cultist?
I will take 1 less enemy to deal with.
Yeah. Choose a location. Connect
Alright.
to an infested
Counter is
location.
shuffled.
Okay. Can I have the bag? Will you move me up? I am
Also coming up here.
giving myself a little buffy buff.
What did we debuff?
What is skull? -1.
Book and feet.
Oh, God. By the skin of my teeth, man. By the skin of my teeth.
Oh, okay. Well, I was coming up there too, hon. But
I know. We can be a team.
yeah, great.
You might want to hold off on that, D.
Yeah, I mean, you can punch him if you want, but we're done.
I want to shoot.
Are we done?
If there are no infested locations in play, advance.
Oh.
We need to take a break real quick, folks.
Hi, happy birthday! Okay.
Hey everyone.
We are back.
Sorry about that. It's our niece's 11th birthday.
Yep.
And she called and made me feel like the oldest man in the world. So...
She just said you're not cool, and I agree.
She just said she didn't know what MTV was.
Which, again, I mean, it's like that time we took Weston to the jump park and those... girls who were also, I feel like, about 11 were wearing
Nirvana shirts.
Nirvana t-shirts.
I mean, in reality, what really is MTV? Let's ask ourselves that philosophical question.
That was a pretty major part of my childhood.
It used to be music television.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
With a final rift sealed, the infestation ceases and the hospital returns to normal. Good work, Randolph says. Still, I believe the matter warrants further investigation. We do not know what caused this to happen. You remind him that there is also the matter of your companions who still refuse to wake. Yes, of course, that too. Come, let us go somewhere private where we can discuss what our next step should be. Sadly, I do not believe there's anything more we can do to aid your friends here. You don't know if Randolph means here as in the hospital or here as in the waking world, but either way, it does not bode well for your companions. Check the campaign log. If Dr. Maheswaran joined the investigation and she was in play when the scenario ended, R1.
She did not. She stayed with the patients.
If she joined, okay, if she stayed with with her patients, R3.
So, I want to shoot more spiders, but it's okay. But did you look at the
Yes.
spider mouth dude?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I saw those when we were setting all this up. It seemed real cool.
I also got my bonded card and didn't get to play it,
The book.
which would have been really cool because then you get to get these cards that heal all kinds of stuff.
Guess what? I have a feeling you're going to have ample opportunity in the future.
Yeah, it's fine. I need to remember I get an extra card too.
But before you depart from the hospital, you go back to the emergency ward to check on Dr. Maheswaran. The door to the room where your companions are staying is sealed shut, so you knock on the door and ask if she is there. On the other side, you hear furniture being shifted aside and knocked over. An exhausted Shivani Maheswaran cracks open the door and peers at you with bloodshot eyes. Oh, thank goodness it's you. She lets you in and collapses onto a nearby chair. Those things tried to get into the room. I had to barricade myself inside to stop them. You inform her that the danger is past and thank her for watching over your friends. I'll continue to keep an eye on them, she says. Just please tell me there are no more spiders out there, or I'm taking the first train out of this town. As you leave, you swear to your sleeping friends that you will get to the bottom of this and save them. In your campaign log, record that Dr. Maheswaran is alive. In your campaign log, record Randolph escaped the hospital with the investigators. Any one investigator may choose to add Randolph Carter to their deck. This card does not count toward that investigator's deck size.
That's the one you got, right?
Skip to resolution
Those
5.
victory points, I'm curious. Okay.
They were. They both were.
Boo.
2 apiece.
We got 7.
It's
You depart from the
You already
hospital.
get a free card.
You depart from the hospital with the blonde-haired man in tow, and he introduces himself more fully. The man, whose name is Randolph Carter, tells you that he is a dreamer, like Virgil Gray and your friends, one with the ability to traverse the divide between the waking world and a parallel dimension that was created by, is sustained by, and dwells within the dreams of all living organisms on Earth. A realm he calls the Dreamlands. It is a place of both dreams and nightmares, he explains, and I'm afraid your friends are trapped there as we speak. You ask if there is anything you can do to aid them. Randolph ponders this for a moment, then replies, normally dreamers can return to the real world simply by willing themselves awake. But for some reason, your friends are unable to do so. If you truly wish to help them, you too must enter the Dreamlands and find them. But forcing your way into the Dreamlands is not easy. Such paths are usually accessible only to experienced dreamers, and only in sleep. Still, there are some places where the Dreamlands touch the waking world, and in those places, with the right tools, you may enter the Dreamlands in your physical body. I know of such a place not far from here. However, before Randolph is able to finish his sentence, he is interrupted by a mysterious voice. Okay, each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value in the display, remove the Infestation Bag and all tokens from the game. If you are playing The Web of Dreams as a 4-part campaign, proceed to Interlude 1, The Black Cat. If you are playing The Web of Dreams and The Dream Quest as an interconnected 8-part campaign, and you have not yet played Scenario 1A, we have. If you have, proceed to Interlude 1. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay.
The next time on.
Buckle up, folks.
Oh man. Okay.
The following scenario 1A, the dreamers travel beyond the enchanted woods.
You were in woods?
We were in the last one. Remember, we got off the path and went through the woods.
Okay. Yeah.
As you travel out of the enchanted woods, you pass through rolling green meadows under a bright blue cloudless sky. You speak with a blonde-haired man who introduces himself as Randolph Carter.
So, question. Since this is The Dreamers, do you want to read that now or when we're playing The Dreamers next time?
I think we have to read it now.
Yeah, because it's not actually...
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there will be some sort of intro to that Mythos pack.
Okay.
For several hours along your journey south, you pass through a town Randolph calls Near and over a stone bridge spanning a wide river. Since the man seems friendly and knowledgeable about both your world and this one, you explain to him your situation, that you had followed the writings of a man named Virgil Gray to reach this strange land, in order to see for yourself the truth of his story. There is a place in Ulthar where you may yet meet this man for yourself, Randolph responds. When we reach Ulthar, I'll show you. The town of Ulthar is not quite what you had imagined. The border of the town is marked by a cobblestone road separating its quaint cottages from the rolling green meadows beyond. Inside the town, narrow cobbled streets are filled almost to capacity with cats of all kinds and colors, which part as you approach. Old peaked roofs and overhanging upper stories arch over the hilly streets. The entire village seems a haphazard cluster of homes and old-fashioned businesses. As you reach the town square near the center of the village, Randolph stops and addresses you with a youthful smile. Welcome to Ulthar, he explains. As I mentioned before, you are quite safe here. There is but one paramount law to keep in mind as you traverse this place. In the town of Ulthar, no one may kill a cat. Given how utterly packed the streets are with cats, you wonder aloud if this is indeed a town run by cats.
Dr. Oz is not welcome here.
Not quite,
Or
Randolph
anywhere.
replies, pondering your words. Though I suppose one might call it the center of cat society here in the Dreamlands. The reason for the law's existence is a story for another time. First, come, I have a feeling we'll find this Virgil fellow you speak of at Ionar's. Randolph leads you through the town square, which is surrounded by buildings adorned with cat motifs in the form of statues, signs, and even stained glass windows. You eventually arrive at one such building bearing a sign that reads Einar's Place. Inside is a medieval-style tavern filled with long wooden tables. You spot several patrons and 3 times as many cats. One such patron at the wooden counter feeds one of the cats small strips of dried meat. He is a handsome man in his early 30s with short, dark hair, a strong jaw, and sharp cheekbones. You recognize him instantly as the writer Virgil Gray. In the back of your mind, you wonder if this chance meeting is merely an act of fortune or something preordained, for good or for ill. Regardless, you approach the man and introduce yourself along with Randolph. Virgil shakes your hand, and Randolph's with a joyful smile. Well met, fellow dreamers, the writer says, a hint of boyish excitement in his voice. It is wonderful to meet more fellow believers. I have become so sick and tired of reading about my supposed illness in the papers. You nod your head in agreement and inform Virgil that you intend to find some proof of this discovery to bring back to the waking world. Don't you think I tried that? He replies, stymied. Sadly, it is impossible for one who is asleep to bring anything from this realm into the real world. This is all imagination, you see, ideas, concepts, fantasies. You cannot hold a thought in your hands, can you? Randolph interjects. There is a place within the dreamlands that may hold the proof you seek. I have seen it in my dreams. I visited there 3 times, each time just a fleeting moment before I was snatched away by the rising sun. But try as I might, I cannot find the way again. I have spent many nights searching. Oh, Virgil asks, intrigued, what is this place? It is a marvelous city, he describes, his eyes aglow with wonder. Golden and lovely like nothing I have seen before or since. A city beyond the peaks of the unknown mountain Kadath, where no one has ever set foot before. There, veiled within the clouds and crowned by stars, lies the onyx castle of the Great Ones. Virgil idly pets the cat on the countertop next to him as he is absorbed in Randolph's tale. It is a slender creature with lustrous black fur, dark as the void of space itself. Though we must find this place, even if it does not have the proof we seek, it sounds like the adventure of a lifetime, enough to fill 100 pages or more. You tell Virgil and Randolph that before you commit to such an adventure, you must return to the waking world and tell your companions about your experiences. Just then, another voice, cryptic and quiet, chimes. Oh, you can't wake up. The eye is upon you now. You and the others spin your heads around, searching for the source of the voice. The barkeeper, another patron. Then Virgil's black cat stretches and sits up, its piercing yellow eyes reflecting the light of the sun through the window outside. I have waited a long time for you to seek Kadath, it says. You can talk, Virgil says, nearly toppling over his stool as he jumps in surprise. I'm a cat, you dolt. Of course I can talk, the black cat replies, licking its paw out of boredom. You have met 1,000 cats from Ulthar, and now you are surprised? But, I thought, Virgil wipes his brow with his palm. Never mind him, the black cat says, addressing you directly. I assure you, you cannot cross the black into the waking. You cannot cross back into the waking world until you find Kadath. It is your only way out. In the meantime, I will return and tell your companions about the quest ahead of you. It hops off the countertop and walks confidently toward the exit, though I imagine their task will be even more arduous. If you are playing both the Dream Quest and the Web of Dreams as an interconnected campaign, proceed to Black Cat 2. What shall I tell your friends in the waking world? The lead investigator must decide.
That's you, D.
Tell your companions about your quest, your plight, and your peril. The Black Cat will return to you once the message is delivered. This may put an undue burden on your companions. Tell your companions about your new friends and about the Dreamlands. Tell your companions that they are in danger and that you are safe. The Black Cat will stay with them once this message is delivered. This might make your quest a little more difficult. You don't trust this creature one bit. You threaten the Black Cat, warning it not to approach your friends under any circumstances. The Black Cat yawns and vanishes out the door.
Daniel.
So listen, here's the thing. If you remember, my character is a top-notch reporter with really bad luck. And he's talking to...
Oh, I thought he was a cat.
A black cat.
A cop.
No. This is the dream world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which am I the lead there?
You're the lead in both.
All right. So my reporter has historically bad luck, and now he's talking to a black cat. Oh, as much as I want to choose that last one, I'm not gonna.
Thank you.
I mean, it looks like the options here. The first one are going to make things harder for the dreamers, or for the awake people.
The middle's medium, and then
the third one is harder for the dreamers. Yeah.
So, do we want to keep status quo?
I feel like our scenario with the dreamers took a lot longer than this one did. Maybe because it was harder, maybe because it was just a weird setup.
Yeah, well, and I got kind of screwed at the end and wasn't able to collect clues like I wanted to. So that slowed things down. I mean,
So the Hendersons are known for their very fast and quick decision making.
I feel like I just want to keep it status quo.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Tell them about your new friends and about the Dreamlands.
yeah, that's not really the thing I would do as a person, but in this game world, knowing that will be status quo, let's keep status quo.
Maybe. In the campaign log for the Dream Quest, Campaign A, record the Black Cat shared knowledge of the Dreamlands.
Screw you, Black Cat. You're bad luck.
Okay.
Following scenario 1B, the investigators are confronted outside St.
I
Mary's
forgot
Hospital.
we were in a cat world. I totally forgot we were in a cat world.
You must be their
I
friends.
thought it was just a spider world.
The real world's a spider world.
Herc said,
Not anymore.
"Did someone say cat?"
You must be their friends, the enigmatic voice says from above. To your surprise, the quiet voice belongs not to a person, but to a black cat that lounges lazily across a tree branch hanging over the path outside the hospital. Oh, pick your jaws up off the ground and listen. The cat rises and leaps onto the top of a nearby fence, walking along it with the kind of grace only cats possess. It is one of the cats of Earth's dreamlands, Randolph proclaims, his voice tinged with merriment, like he was meeting an old friend for the first time in ages. How long has it been since I have spoken with one of your kind? The cat's piercing yellow eyes glare at Randolph for a moment before it returns its gaze to you. Sure, in any event, I bear a message from your dreaming friends. Choose and read the section below that applies to your situation.
We are not playing Campaign B by itself.
The Black Cat shared knowledge of the Dreamlands. That's the one we picked, right? The Black Cat tells you all about the Dreamlands and about the quest your friends are about to embark upon. Your friends are in a safe place in the Dreamlands, along with a couple of others. My pet human, Virgil, is one of them. Yes, that Virgil. I see the looks on your faces. They're also with another dreamer, a man named... Hey, wait a minute. The cat glares suspiciously at Randolph, then yawns. Huh, you know what? Never mind. I have to check on something. With that, the cat suddenly departs. In both campaign logs, record the Black Cat has a hunch.
Okay.
Once the relevant entry has been read, proceed to either scenario 2A, the search for Kadath, or scenario 2B, 1,000 Shapes of Horror.
Which one would y'all rather do first?
I think we go back to sleep again. Awake, asleep, awake, asleep. Right?
Given the option. Okay.
Yeah. We go play with the cats.
Okay.
I like to think this is where Bubsy is from.
God, I hope not. That's a nightmare.
Who's Bubsy?
A very bad video game character.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Will you change the camera?
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to be it for us tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks everybody. We will be back soon to return to the Dreamlands.
That's right.
Take our Dream Warriors further down the quest. In the meantime, if you enjoy this, follow us here.
That's right.
Smash that subscribe button.
Oh my gosh. Visit our home at elevation.games. Make sure you're signed up for our newsletter. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.